And here's some big breaking news coming in from Ukraine. Series of massive explosions in Ukraine have been reported. Explosions now coming in from Dnipro, Rivine and Volyn. These regions now has been attacked by Russian troops as Russia ups the assault on day 16. We're looking at relentless bombarding and strikes coming in from Russia. Several cities of Ukraine now facing explosions. The latest now, Dnipro, Rivine and Volyn. These regions in Ukraine now being bombarded by Russian troops as Russia ups its assault on day 16. Remember, we're looking at talks between both the countries that have failed. Just yesterday, Turkey tried to mediate talks between both the foreign ministers. They asked for ceasefire, at least for 24 hours, for people to be evacuated. No positive response that came in from Russia as yet. And we see that explosions still continue. Hectic explosions coming in from areas like Dnipro, Rivine and Volyn. These regions in Ukraine that's now being bombarded by Russia. Russia ups the assault on day 16. They inch closer to cities of Ukraine. We're looking at explosions being reported from Dnipro, Rivine and Volyn. Let me cut across to Rajesh Pabau, who's on ground, bringing us all those details. Rajesh, here, big news coming in on some explosions being reported in several other parts of Ukraine, including Dnipro, Rivine and Volyn. These are the regions as Russia ups its assault on 16th day of this war. Give us a sense of what you see on ground. What's happening?
See, there has been major military movement in east and south of Ukraine in last 24 hours. Kyiv is quiet. This is the fifth day and fifth night of calm in Kyiv. No bombardment here, no shelling of any kind whatsoever. However, there are reports that forces from Sumy, the Russian forces of Sumy, have moved towards a town called Brovary, which is again on the outskirts of Kyiv on the eastern side. So right now, and there was heavy fighting reported from Brovary yesterday, and some tanks, Russian tanks, have been destroyed in Brovary. So right now we have Russian forces amassed around Kyiv in the east in Brovary and in the north and northwest in the area of Irpin and Gostomel. So we have now Russian forces in big numbers on the east, north and northwest of Kyiv, and there are reports that there might be even movement from south towards Kyiv. So Kyiv is likely to get encircled very soon by the Russian forces. And there are also reports that a big convoy which was reported about 8 days back in the north of Kyiv has broken up into 4 different parts. Right. And probably they are going to encircle Kyiv very soon. And probably next 24 hours, we will see Kyiv encircled from all the sides. Another major news coming from a town called Lutsk, which was heavily bombarded last night. Over to you.
Right, Rajesh, how far are these areas from Kiev? We know that Kiev is really certainly the main target. They're inching closer to Kiev, and like you did say, a 40-mile-long convoy we hear of Russian troops around that has already surrounded Kiev for now. But Dnipro, Rivine and Volyn, how far are these regions from Kiev, and what's the situation there as we hear explosions coming in, being reported from those regions?
See, Dnipro is in the south of Kyiv. And the troops which are now moving towards Dnipro has not been encircled so far. I can verify that. But there have been movement of troops from Zaporozhye to Dnipro. That is the axis. See, when military attacks the target, a city, they don't just move across like as the crow flies. They move through the axis. Axis are basically the communication lines, the railway tracks, the roads. So the axis which comes to Kyiv from the direction comes from Zaporozhye, then on to Dnipro, and then to Kyiv. So Dnipro, as of now, when we speak, has not been encircled by the Russian troops. They are somewhere midway between Zaporozhye and Dnipro as we speak, though there have been some reports of light shelling on Dnipro city. And let me tell you about Dnipro. It is the biggest railway junction in whole of Ukraine. Over to you.
Rajesh, you please stay safe. But if you can give us a quick show of what's behind you, Rajesh. We know Kiev, millions of people have already fled from the capital city too. But what's the calm like? Show us what's behind you.
It's total calm. Kyiv, there is total calm here. It's absolutely quiet everywhere. Not many people, not much movement anywhere. And it's been consecutive 5 days, 5 nights now. No bombardment, no air raids, no RT shelling. Nothing of that sort in Kyiv for last 5 days. But activity around Kyiv is intensifying now, and probably next 24 hours, we will find that Kyiv is totally encircled, and that's when we will see some kind of military action on Kyiv. Over to you.
All right, Rajesh, please stay safe. Thank you very much. I'm going to come back.